Are y'all ready for this? This is the chapter 8 review of Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. So basically we picked up where we left off, where basically Tsurugi is about to strike Kiyoshi, who is in this fucking gear second pose, bracing for impact when he's gonna smite him with this fucking this sword of, I don't even know what the fuck that is. That is a badass fucking sword. As he's in the motion of swinging the sword, about to hit Kiyoshi, in come fucking Jack Joe, tanking the blow to save Kiyoshi's life. Everybody is fucking shocked. Even Sosuke. Even Sosuke looking at this shit, because, you know, a demon is not supposed to be saving a human, let alone an exorcist. Sosuke continues to be shocked, as do Nihon and Kiyoshi. And Jack said to Kiyoshi, saying, "Thank you for doing everything for me." As he turns to speak to Nihon, saying that it's okay, I don't belong here. It's okay for these last 10 years has been quite a blast. You know, reminiscing on the 10 years that he's been with Nihon, but also had to accept the fact that as not only of a demon, but as a demon lord, it's too dangerous for someone like him to be around people like Nihon. He goes on to say that if there was anything that he regretted the most was the fact that he couldn't get to see his mom, their mom, in the hospital before he gets to go. But at the end, at least he was able to experience with Nihon, so he thanked him. And then we get to see panels of like when Nihon was a kid, Kiyoshi is crying and shit like that. Then Jack is speaking to Kiyoshi to basically like saying to take care of him due to the fact that he's preparing himself to, you know what I'm saying, like to leave. He's telling Kiyoshi that, listen, take care of Nihon. Make sure that he's up for school every now and then, cause like, you know what I'm saying, but he always be waking up late. He even throw in a little shade where it's like sometimes he can be really stingy. I'm like, what the fuck? He says on to Kiyoshi to take care of Nihon as he slowly crashes right down on the floor in front of Kiyoshi and Nihon. Nihon is screaming Jack Joe while this motherfucker right here, fucking Tsurugi, is looking at this shit like, okay, well, mission accomplished. So my boy Kiyoshi gets up at fucking rage, telling Jack Joe to get the fuck up. Then we see this like bolt of electricity charging upwards in the far left corner, and that is this man on his DBZ Conquerors hockey power up bullshit, and buddy just immued a black stream of lightning. And then we get to see two more panels. We get to see Tsurugi looking at this being overwhelmed, and then my boy Kiyoshi looking like he was fucking Sun Jin Woo out this bitch. But Tsurugi is intrigued of this man's whole power up, saying that that's more like it. You should have been starting with this shit the whole time we fucking with me. But even though Kiyoshi was pissed off the fact that Jack Joe is, well, allegedly dead, even though he said that, he still didn't want to hurt nobody, or he doesn't want to kill nobody. So he still is trying to get to Tsurugi to say, stop, you don't listen, aren't you satisfied? You got what you wanted. Like, now you can stop this and go back to wherever the fuck you came from. To where Tsurugi replies, I'm like, bro, you still on that shit? I don't think you understand. But it don't matter, because you right now is far too soft for the liking of an exorcist. As he created another energy blade to swing right at Kiyoshi. Then we get to see the exorcism bullet, and we see a familiar like lip piercing. And right when Tsurugi is about to strike Kiyoshi, an exorcism bullet intercepted between like the blade and Kiyoshi, completely canceling out the motion of the swing. And then we hear somebody far from the distance saying that he finally made it, and then we get to reveal that it is Tenma and Akari that has officially arrived from the bar to the fight. He must have charged a lot into that shit, because he broke the fucking exorcism bullet, which was Akari's one, and he solely apologized to that shit, but Akari is fucking bummed out. Tsurugi says Sakaki as if like he knows him, and Sosuke is amazed at the fact that an exorcism bullet was able to cancel out, or to to cancel out or neutralize the full swing of attack of a cross paladin. And even he gets to say that if he's talking about Sakaki, are you talking about that Sakaki? And just like any like sensei trope this guy is apparently a legend, a man even the cross paladins tip their hat off to. Tsurugi is confused in the fact that Sakaki even interferes, because even a legend like him, isn't even supposed to have the authority to even interfere within the Concordia's business. Sakaki said that he was not here to interfere. He's just here to help out the people that he likes, which is Kiyoshi and, well, the other two, but he doesn't really know them yet. Tsurugi questions him like, "Your people?" And he's like, "Yeah," as he passed the head of Nihon and then Jack Joe. He said these are Naraku's branch office newest exorcists. So yeah, they are a part of his people. As he goes on to say that Kiyoshi has told me so much about them, which goes on to say that he knows the fact that he made friends with somebody who is friends with a demon, but he just never knew that how powerful the demon was, only for him to find out that it was one of the 13 demon lords. He goes to speak to Nihon and said that if you want to make it out of this alive, you have to now form a contract with Jack Joe. Nihon immediately agrees, the fact that he just wants to save Jack Joe and he doesn't want Jack Joe to get hurt. He just wants him to be alive and well and pursue further journeys and dreams. Sakaki then cuts his finger with dripping blood over it and then starts chanting a bunch of stuff, where he basically made the exorcist contract. Now both of them, both Nihon and Jack, are forever sealed with another. And that in itself also bring back Jack Joe, bleeding and injured, but at least he's still alive. Tsurugi then said, "It's been years and you still haven't changed. You just as stubborn as fuck." While Sakaki apologizes to Tsurugi, being late to his reports really caused quite the misunderstanding. As Sakaki continues talking, saying that Kiyoshi was just trying to keep his teammates safe and shit. So he's trying to come to an understanding that if he can cut him some slack. Obviously, Tsurugi being this stubborn cross paladin guy, of course he wasn't buying that shit at all. As he hold the blade right to this man's face or throat, he goes on to say that, "Listen, I'm just trying to do my job as peacefully as possible. But my boy Sakaki is not trying to hear that shit either. He said, despite you hurting my people, my friends." Then we get this badass shot of Sakaki smoking a fucking cigarette and this demon fucking entity in the background with his chin, with his head tipped like this, like he was ready for this man Tsurugi to do something, bro. But he goes on to say that the truth is, you pissing me the fuck off. As Tsurugi being overwhelmed with fucking spiritual person or some shit like that. This nigga then pussied out and said, "Sosuke, we're leaving. Like, we're just going, alright? Like, he can have this one. I don't want the smoke." Tsurugi then said, "Listen, this is your one time, so basically don't fuck this up." And Sakaki was like, "I owe you one, and make sure you tell my big bro hi." And Sosuke with this calm ass face was like, "We'll meet again next time, Kiyoshi," as he quickly put down a healing potion to try to basically give it to them to heal Jack, acting like he didn't fucking care or some shit. Look at his face. He pretend like he don't fucking care. Temba then asks, what happened if I haven't showed up? What was you gonna fucking do? As Kiyoshi looked down and was like, "Sorry." He goes on to say that you became an exorcist to protect people, so you protecting a whole demon defeats the whole fucking purpose. While those guys was only merely doing their job despite of how they handle a situation, what you just did was solely for you. You are a failure of an exorcist. Then he hit us with a psych and said, "Someone who only follow rules and not protecting their friends is not a failure of an exorcist. Forget about that shit. You're a failure of a human being." And he said, "Good job, Kiyoshi." He was so proud of him. As Nihon and Jack rushed in to hug Kiyoshi for thanking him, because if it wasn't for him, Jack would have never been alive. But Kiyoshi is just glad that both of these guys are fucking okay. Sakaki then says, "Let's go back to the gates of hell," as he noted that these guys probably are fucking hungry. They all are back at the restaurant eating some fucking noodles, and Jack was like, "Let me try that umi rice real quick." So they are officially a part of the team, bruh. And that's the end of the chapter. Let me know if you like this shit. I'm gonna start live streaming soon, so be ready for that, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.